If you have been wanting to learn how to get that beautiful summer glow without the cakey, heavy layers of makeup and still looking snatched and put together, I'm going to be showing you step by step how to get this super easy, all-in-one palette makeup look that you will be wearing all summer long. And if you are wanting your own custom color match to this makeup routine, I will have a color match form listed down below for you. I also have a link to my exact palette, so if you think that we are the same exact shade, it will have all of the colors that I used, including the brushes and everything else that I use to get this look. If you're wanting to learn how to get the perfect summer glow that will last you through rain or shine, heat or no heat, keep on watching. This aloe vera gel is going to make you skip your makeup primers and instead use this to help control oil, reduce redness on the face, and make your makeup last through heat, rain, or shine. Then we're going to use this Demi NV+1 shade to go ahead and fill in our eyebrows. I love using this for a very soft and natural brow look, especially since I do have darker brown eyebrows that are a little bit more on the cooler side versus the warmer side of things. I always start off first by filling in the bottom of my brow first, and then I do my tail to go ahead and add some fullness and just really focus on any of the bald spots and not really on the areas where I already have fuller brows. Then we're just going to brush the product through, and after we've done that, we're going to go ahead and take this smudge brush, and we're going to start off first by stamping in a little bit of this Leo shade in our crease to create the shape that we want. And once we have the shape that we are desiring, we are going to go ahead and take a little bit of that same shade and just put that on our lower lash line to add some depth and dimension to the eyes. Then we're going to do soft circular motions to go ahead and blend the eyeshadow, but still keep the intensity by using the smudge brush. Then to deepen things up a little bit more, we're going to use this soft shimmer shade called Fin, and I'm just going to stamp that on the outer corner of the eye, almost like a thick wing liner on the lid. Then we're going to take this soft shimmer shade called Crush, and we're going to stamp that all over our eye. Since I'm wanting something really soft and natural, I'm using my brush versus using my finger. Using your finger is going to give you more of an intense glow. Blending those three colors together, and if you're still having a hard time, you can use a fluffy clean brush like this and just blend out those edges. It will keep everything nice and diffused. Then taking that same shade that we use for the brows, we're going to use it to softly define our eyes. Since this is more of a gray blue color, it's not going to really look harsh like a black eyeliner would, but it's not going to look as soft and natural as brown eyeliner. I kind of see this as a color in between, and I am just mostly focusing this on the outer corner of my eye. And once I have the shape that I want, I'm going to go ahead and start adding a little bit of some concealer to go ahead and just really perfect that and give myself a little bit of a guide so that I can thicken it up if I want to, or just keep it the way that I want. I kind of will open my eye and look to see what I want to do. And then I'm going to go ahead and just apply a little bit of that same shade in the inner corner of my eye. This kind of gives that elongated cat eye effect without being too harsh and intense. If you struggle with wing eyeliner, definitely try this out. Then to add color to the face, we're going to go ahead and take the shade here. It's technically a foundation shade. It is called Fiji, but it is a warm neutral brown color that's really beautiful as a bronzer if you're kind of like in the medium to tan skin tone like myself. Then taking a little bit of the shade called Indigo, which is my contour shade, and it looks really dark in the pan. If you ever get color matched by me, know that a lot of these shades do look a lot darker online and even in the pan, but once you apply them on the skin, they're a lot more sheer than the intensity. Everything that it's in the pan is a lot more compressed, so it's going to look darker. So then I'm taking my shade called Goddess, which is my main highlight shade. We're going to use the denser side of the powder brush to go ahead and add some coverage underneath the eyes. I absolutely love this for adding coverage underneath the eyes and keeping the face looking nice and fresh. Then I'm going to apply that on my jawline just to go ahead and even that out. And then I'm going to go ahead and just add coverage around my nose, around my mouth, and in the center of my face. Taking that same brush, we're going to take a little bit of Wheat, which is my brightening shade, and I'm just going to put this on the center of my nose, around the dark circles, and then using the fluffy side of the powder brush to go ahead and blend everything together and give myself a more seamless look. Then we're going to go ahead and set everything with powder at this point. before we add any other colors. This is just going to help the makeup last a lot longer. Trust me when I tell you that this is going to be so crucial for long-lasting makeup. Taking a little bit of cream blush on top after we've applied powder. What I love about the formula of this blush is that it works so well on top of powder, on top of liquid. It's not going to make anything cakey. Then I'm going to take the shade called Hopelessly Devoted, which is technically a lip and cheek shade, but I like using it as an illuminator, and it is a limited edition shade that is 40% off right now until June 15th, and after that I'm not sure if it's going to still be available. Then I go ahead and apply my setting spray. The setting spray is going to help melt down any of the powder. It's going to help my makeup last a lot longer, and then while that's drying, I'm going to go ahead and use my contour shade to go ahead and do a little bit of some lip liner. This is going to help me have a more intense or a more natural defined lip look without being too intense. Then taking one of my favorite shades for the summer. If you don't get anything else from this look, definitely you need this shade. It is called Sunshine State. Using it as my lip color, just look at how gorgeous that looks, and putting it even as a blush topper, it will give you the most perfect sunset glow all summer long. And then once I have the color to the intensity I like, I'm just going to go ahead and use a clear brow gel to go ahead and fluff up my brows and finish off with a mascara. This has been one of my favorite mascaras. It is a tubing mascara. Tubing mascaras just help to add length and definition to the lashes, and not only that, but they come off with warm water, so it's super duper easy to remove my mascara at the end of the night without having panda eyes, and my face is looking nice and clean in the morning. So I absolutely love this formula. It's also really nice and buildable, gives me great volume and length at the same time. I'm just gonna sit here and really build up this mascara to my heart's desire. I feel like the mascara is really kind of the star of the show here. And then once we do that, look at the difference between the two sides with makeup and no makeup. It still looks super natural, but here we have the full face on. I like to do this touch. If you don't like faux freckles, you don't have to do this, but I really love using faux freckles on my face, so I'm using that Fiji shade because, like I said, it's a neutral brown greenish shade that just looks really natural and kind of like natural freckles would look on the face because it's technically a foundation shade. I like to apply it very heavily and then take my finger to go ahead and dab and blend that in, and look at how much more softer and natural this looks. If it's still too intense for you, you can go in with your brush or you can go in with a sponge, and it will help give you a more natural look. And then once you've done that, the look is complete. If you're wanting the details on this look, again, everything is listed down below. And if you're wanting your own personalized color match, you can comment match me below or also check out the details down below. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.